Today on Location Luxe, we are headed to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, to talk to a top producer who is making his love of performing an art in real estate. Let's go. For centuries, we have migrated from one place to another, driven by seasonal changes, climate change, or economic forces. Today, we are seeing human migration driven by innovation and technology. This new breed of nomads are seeking lifestyle and peace of mind. I'm your host, Julie Faupel, global founder of Realm, and I've spent my entire career in the luxury space. Together, we're going to examine the great lifestyle migration and the stewards of real estate that help facilitate a safe haven for these new residents. We are in the most dynamic housing market of all time. This is Location Luxe. Today, I am here with real estate icon, Richard Silver. Richard, it is so good to be with you. You are such an incredible host.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here, Julie.
How did you find your way to the real estate business?
You know, it was interesting. Well, first of all, I was a dancer.
Wow.
And I was teaching dance, and then I ended up in Toronto auditioning. I pulled a muscle, and I had to be off for 4 to 6 weeks, and I decided, you know, I'm going to take the real estate course. And so I took the real estate course, and within a month, my first month, I'd sold 10 properties, and the rest is history. I thought instead of being a dancer, I'll be a patron of the dance. I'll be a patron of the arts.
That's right. Well, and I think in a lot of cases, real estate can be quite a dance.
It is. It's quite a performance.
That's right. That's right. So then do you bring elements of kind of your days of performing to your business now?
You know, I sort of do. I mean, I make sure that everything we bring to the market has to be in tip-top shape. So we have staging, we have decluttering, we have work that needs to be done, we do building inspections. Before something hits the market, it is performance ready. So I don't want anybody into the property before it's really ready and looking its best.
Tell us a little bit more about, you know, just the tools that you're using and what you love today.
Well, I like video a lot. Because I think it just, you know, it allows you to get to know the person. But I think what's really important and what a lot of agents do that they shouldn't do is they talk about their successes. And I think they need to talk more about the process, because we have to open that Pandora's box. We have to be able to see, you know, what goes into a successful sale, the staging, the marketing, the decluttering. All of those things are so important for you to get the final product, and that final product will speak for itself, and it'll get you the best price.
Well, and it's been proven that you do achieve higher prices because of your thorough process.
I like to tell people whatever money we spend on preparation, whatever that figure is, it'll probably triple in the end price.
You've built this incredible, iconic team, and you're with an amazing brokerage. How do you continue to up your game year after year?
You know what, you just have to keep your mind open for what's out there, what's available, and what could be usable. I'm very, very lucky. I'm on part of a program that was set up by the National Association of Realtors in the US, and we've also involved Canada, and we look at new products that are coming out, and we sort of mentor the prop tech people and say, yes, this is going to work, or why don't you do this, or we help them bring the product to fruition. Which sometimes a lot of people say, oh, I have a great idea for a product, and you know, the agents don't know how to use it or whether it's even going to be usable in their business. There is so much technology that I've seen over the past 40 years that never made it to the finish line because it was great technology, it was a great idea, but it was not usable for realtors in its present situation. So, you know, and hopefully, I think people are realizing now how important that is to listen to the users and make things very, very user-friendly.
Oh, totally. Well, I mean, because otherwise, if it's not, you know, we're all so busy selling houses that then we don't have time to learn a new technology, you know, so it kind of has to come in and support us.
I'm really hoping that cloning is in the future. Yeah. I want to be cloned, and any technology that I can use that is going to help me perform at a higher level and level up, as we say.
Tell us a little bit more about, your approach to industry leadership. I know you're also a community leader. It's pretty amazing.
You know what? I look at it like this. I've been very, very lucky. I mean, I've been very, very lucky, thanks to a strong family life, et cetera. I've been able to give back and spend time giving back to the community. And I think that's really important, both the real estate community and the community that we live in. And I think it's important. A lot of people don't realize the time commitment, and there is a lot of time commitment. However, as they say, you give a job to a busy man and it gets done, or a busy woman, or a busy woman and it gets done. It's not as if it just sort of sits there, so.
No, that's right. You've got to be efficient, with your time. And especially nowadays, I mean, the Toronto market is thriving.
Crazy.
Tell me more about that.
Toronto, because of a couple of things. First of all, the difference in the dollar from the US to Canada. In the safety level, the immigration is much friendlier than we see in other countries. Canada really would have a negative birth rate if we didn't have immigration. Mm-hmm. So we have to live in the lifestyle we like to live, we have to keep on immigrating. So the government of Canada has been very, very strong about immigration. We like immigrants. They're basically looked on as as the next generation of Canadians.
What kind of advice would you give to a new agent here in Toronto?
That's how you build a reputation, and reputation in this business is very, very important. I mean, I can advertise till I'm blue in the face, but it will not be as helpful as a good reputation will be.
That's so well said. Coming into your community, it's like an embrace. You're so hospitable. How do you bring that to your clients or to people that are trying to get to know Toronto better? What are some ways that you help them know what this lifestyle is all about?
As much as possible, I try and have a team, first of all. And then I think it's really important that you know a lot of the restaurants, a lot of the, with my clients, this is something I started, I had a very wonderful experience where I had a client of mine who, for my birthday, made me a birthday cake. And they didn't bring it, they didn't buy it, they made it for me and they brought it to me. So when COVID hit and I had some extra time, I started baking. And now when somebody buys a house, I bring, and they close that night, I bring them a cake. Whether it's a carrot cake or brownies, I find out, or a chocolate cake, I find out what it is that they like. And I try and bring them something like that that's been made rather than bought.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, I think it's amazing that you certainly have mastered this incredible city and this incredible market, and you're a leader in our industry. And it's just such a treat to be with you today, Richard. So thank you for hosting me.
Yeah.
And it's been just a delight to chat with you today. So thank you, and thanks for dropping some knowledge on all of us about Toronto.
My pleasure. Toronto and my crazy life. Yeah,
that's right.
It's all been very good. Thanks again, Julie. I really appreciate it.